There are crimes in many places, in every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, you must report it. Don't take law in your hand for the real authority. That they can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a you must talk it, I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make a peace for them before. Crime Stopper Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-side justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Cyan, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Cyan.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Rabbi, why you taking it?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh, no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever location jumping till the break of dawn. Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Garland Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, so going to 20 put it to each key.
Let's say a pleasant good morning and welcome to the midweek presentation of the program from the Pre-News on Freedom FM 87.9 this 18th day of March 2026. Wendell Nimna is my name, and I'm here this morning with my able co-host Esther Daku. Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to the good people of Liberia. It's good to be here this morning. I'm glad that I can share what I have.
All right, so Esther and I together will be running you through until 12:30 this afternoon. And on this edition of the show, we'll also play host to that's the retired chairman of the National Port Authority retirees. He's going to be here. Retired Major George N. Nangwe Senior will be here to tell us what is unfolding there with retirees of the National Port Authority. All coming up in this edition of the program from the Pre-News, brought to you by Crime Stopper Liberia, headed by Omen Sam Sion and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated, importer and distributor of petroleum products on the Liberian market. We also have with us Exodus Best Price Store with 2 branches. Exodus Best Price Store also run an entertainment center there on Gurley Street, and is owned and operated by Henry K. Jackson. All right, so that's it. Before me is the online version of the Front Page Africa newspaper. Esther, what do you have for us this morning?
I have the Daily Observer online. Hopefully, we'll be able to get it today.
Okay, the online version is called the Liberia Observer.
Yeah.
Okay, so we will now begin running you through the stories we have. And our first story, it says, renewed tensions as Guinean soldiers cross into Liberian territory in Lofa a day after Conakry summit. Government announces measures to ease fears. Fresh concerns have emerged along the Liberia-Guinea border after reports confirm that armed Guinean soldiers crossed into Liberian territory in Lofa County barely a day after a high-level summit in Conakry aimed at easing tensions between the 2 countries. Eyewitness accounts and local authorities in Lofa say the soldiers crossed at the Solomba crossing point, moving beyond the Makona River, internationally recognized as the boundary between Liberia and Guinea, into the Liberian soil. The incident has sparked fear among residents already on edge following days of heightened uncertainty. Live Facebook videos from the area show residents fleeing their towns and villages with their belongings, trekking to safer locations in scene reminiscent of Liberia's Civil War era, when large portions of the population were displaced. Lofa County Superintendent J. Lavila Massaquoi, who visited the area, described the situation as troubling and urged residents to remain calm while the government engages diplomatically. The reason is you, as a civilian, and myself. It is we, the government, that's supposed to protect. You cannot protect yourself. That is why you cannot make decisions on your own. Massaquoi said, I want everybody to remain calm. Talk to our people. Let them be stable. Superintendent Massaquoi disclosed that he directly engaged the Guinean soldiers who told him they were acting under military orders and would need to consult their superiors. Every time they say we came for peace, but you cannot come for peace with guns in your hands, he added. I spoke to them, but they said they are army people. They have to talk with their bosses. According to him, Guinean authorities requested further communication through official channels, prompting plans to report the situation his bosses in Monrovia. I will have to call the minister or call to the mansion and let the people know the situation on the ground, he noted. In response, the government of Liberia has sought to reassure the public, indicating that steps are already being taken to de-escalate the situation. In a statement, Information Minister Gerald Limick-Pia said the Guinean government has issued instructions for its troops to withdraw from the area. The government of Liberia notes that the government of Guinea today issued a directive to its military forces to withdraw to their previous positions along the border, Pierre stated. The government welcomes the development as a constructive step toward easing tensions and restoring normalcy. However, the government acknowledged that earlier troop movements in the Solomba area triggered widespread concern among citizens. At the same time, the government is aware that certain troops movements along the border in Solomba, Lofa County, observed earlier today, generated public concern. Following engagement with the Guinean authorities, Liberia has been informed that these movements were undertaken as part of the operational process to implement the withdrawal directive, the minister added. This latest development comes barely a day after an emergency summit of leaders of the three neighboring countries, Guinea, Liberia, and Sierra Leone, held in the Guinean capital, Conakry. Pierre said the summit reaffirmed the leaders' shared commitment to addressing issues within the Mana River Union exclusively through peaceful diplomatic means, in keeping with Article 33 of the Charter of the United Nations, which encourages the settlement of disputes through dialogue and negotiation. The Conakry summit, attended by President Joseph Nima Bouaka and his counterparts, Guineans Mamadi Doumbouya and Sierra Leone's Julius Maada Bio, was aimed at de-escalating rising border tensions in the Mana River region. In a joint communique adopted under the Mana River Union framework, the leaders pledged to prioritize dialogue and restrain over confrontation. They agreed to maintain the status quo ante and in disputed areas while negotiations continue toward a lasting and mutually accepted solution. Well, we leave it right there and then we jump to more stories. Maybe we can take one more story from the online version of the Daily Observer newspaper. All right. And let's see what is going to be our next story. Let's run to it quickly and take a few lines from there. This is our next story. Sam Jackson released to lawyer. Police seize travel documents as probe into his wife's suspicious death continues. And we see the photograph under this caption, the photograph of Sam Jackson. The Inspector General of the Liberia National Police, Colonel Gregory O.W. Coleman, has provided details in the high-profile investigation involving Samuel P. Jackson, who is declared as prime suspect in connection to the death of his wife, Ntombi Tuni Kamalo Jackson. Madam Tony Jackson, a South African legal professional entrepreneur, was pronounced dead at a medical facility in Monrovia after she had earlier been declared conscious and seeming conscious by her husband, now prime suspect. The mysteries and suspicious circumstances prompted urgent attention from the South African Embassy and the Ministry of Justice through the Liberia National Police, who immediately deployed armed police officers at the residence of Mr. Jackson and launched an in-depth investigation that includes forensic and autopsy. Speaking at a news conference held at the LMP headquarters on Capitol Hill, Monrovia, on Tuesday, March 17, Police boss Comer indicated that while Mr. Jackson has been released to his legal team, he is not a completely free man, as he must remain in country as the investigation continues. To keep further tab on him not to leave the office, the head of the police disclosed that suspect Jackson has surrendered all his travel documents to police authorities. Well, there is no point in time we issue a restraining order, but as part of Mr. Jackson's commitment, he will remain in the country for the investigation. He has, through his lawyer, surrendered all of his travel documents, and he will be in touch with the police throughout the time of this investigation until we reach a proper conclusion. So, Mr. Jackson would not leave the country. I mean, his lawyers have guaranteed that, said the police chief. He pointed out that though an autopsy on the mortal remains of Madam Jackson is done with, further toxicology tests may be required overseas to reach a final conclusion. The legal team of Mr. Jackson had complained that it was unable to represent during the conduct of the autopsy due to the late information. Questioning the medical examination process, however, when quizzed by his writer, the police had defended the transparency of the process and the credentials of what he described as certified pathologists against public skepticism. We have nothing to hide, and that is why we are here to speak to you. That is part of what transparency is. At every stage of the investigation, they have been represented by their lawyers, and that is part of the transparency. So, this is not a Gestapo operation. There is no secret about it. This is open and transparent process that is ongoing. He further. IG Coleman then disclosed that sufficient information or definitive update will be provided within 72 hours. Esther, I think we can stop here and then send controls to you.
Right.
To run us through more developments on the Liberian Observer online version.
Thank you very much. I was just looking at some of the stories, interesting ones. And the tab here says Waka accepts NEC chair's resignation. And we all know that Madam Lasana resigned. But let's look at more stories. Court dismisses indictment against Lucas ex-CEO. Court dismisses indictment against Lucas ex-CEO. Senator Joseph Party hosts first national convention. And that's the Senator Sir Joseph. But let's take the panel headline here. It says government moves to ease Liberia gaining border tensions. I don't know whether this is the exact story you brought, but
yeah, that's it. That's the same story. So
okay.
Just says
House passes law to ban government officials from serving on board management roles. House passes law to ban government officials from serving on boards management roles. But let's take some lines. It says, in a decisive move aimed at strengthening governance, promoting transparency, and safeguarding public resources, the House of Representatives of Liberia has unanimously passed a law prohibit, prohibiting active government officials from serving on boards or management of public institutions. Sponsored by Representative Anthony Williams of Maryland County, the legislature seek to prevent conflict of interest, ensure accountability, and prioritize the national interest above individual or political gain, making a landmark development in Liberia's governance framework. In an exclusive interview with the Daily Observer, Representative Williams explained that the law aligns with both international best practices in Liberia's National Code of Conduct, which restricts appointed officials from engaging in active partisan politics while holding government positions. This move is designed to strengthen governance and prevent abuse of power by prohibiting active officials from serving on board of management of public institutions. We are ensuring that public resources are managed independently, efficiently, and in a manner that serves the broader national interest, he said. William Fulop emphasized that the legislation was crafted with the aim of promoting integrity, good governance, and oversight within public entities, recognizing that past appointments of government officials to boards often lead to politicization and a conflict of interest and weaken institutional oversight. The law officially titled an act to prohibit active government officials from serving on the board of management of any public institution and to establish a framework for independent supervision and transparent oversight. Comprehensively defines its scope, governance structure, and enforcement mechanism. It establishes that public institutions are entitled wholly or partially owned by the government of Liberia created either by statute or executive order and engage in commercial regulatory or service delivery functions. Active government officials, according to the legislation, include any individual currently holding elected or appointed positions within the executive, legislation, or judiciary branches, such as ministers, deputies, commissioners, lawmakers, and presidential advisors. Board of directors are defined as governing bodies responsible for strategic oversight, uh, visionary accountability, and policy direction of public institutions, while independent supervisors are Liberian citizens appointed to boards who do not occupy any active government role. The laws stipulates that benefits and remuneration include all forms of compensation granted to board members, including monetary and non-monetary payments, honorary approved, reimbursement, and certain fees. The legislation specifically prohibits dual service by any government official and or current appointment will be rendered null and void 90 days after the law takes effect. No waiver, executive order, or ministerial discretion is permitted to override these provisions. The president is mandated to appoint qualified independent Liberian citizens to public institution boards, provided they do not hold any active government position. To qualify, appointees must have a minimum of 10 years of professional experience in finance, law, governance, or the relevant sector, demonstrate ethical conduct and public service, have no active political leadership role, and possess a clean criminal record with no pending corruption investigations. But let's leave you there. We have more stories here this morning. This
Just
is
one more.
yeah, I think
Hmm.
these are okay. That's the editorial, and we see Samuel Jackson surrenders travel documents.
I brought that.
Okay. And then I think so far so good, Wendell. These are all of the stories. We want to have the editorial that says beware of ideas of March when silence break and the nation must
Must
listen.
listen. All right, so folks, thank you so much, Esther. We will now go over to our weather report man, Solomon Tunis, who is already rough and ready to run us through the weather report. And don't forget, we'll be playing host to the chairman of the retirees of the National Port Authority, retired Major George Namwe. He's going to be in our studio, and we're going to be talking about what is unfolding with the management and the retirees at the National Port Authority. So, Tunis, good morning and welcome.
Good morning to you guys. Good morning to Mama Liberia. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. Again, your weatherman Suleiman Tunis coming to you live from New York City. To be specific, Staten Island, New York. Your weather today, before we go to the weather, I want you to know that today might be the last day of Ramadan or tomorrow.
Okay.
Today is 29. We'll be looking for the moon. If we sight the moon, then that will be tonight. Today will be the last day.
I see.
That's right.
I see why I see a lot of Muslim guys. They got smile on their faces. Even my man Abu are laughing and
I tell you, the man's about to be free.
Even myself sitting right here, I'm happy. I'm very, very much happy. I wish today will be the last day because we're looking for the moon. If we hear the news from around the world that if saw the moon, we'll be praying tomorrow. But we're expecting to pray on Friday.
Wow.
Yes. Okay. Let me give you the weather.
That's good news. So we say kudos to all of you. We want to say thank you all for going through a successful month of fasting and praying for Liberia, your family, and everything your heart desire. So
and let me tell you the word to say to us, it's not anymore happy Ramadan. Ramadan is over. So now you change your word to Eid Mubarak.
Yeah, I almost jumped before.
So, yeah. All right.
We're Liberian, we always say happy Ramadan. We know what you meant, so we respond to it. But a real word to say to us is Eid Mubarak.
So right now, can we say Eid Mubarak to you?
No, happy Ramadan.
No, you can't say we say in Ramadan. You can say happy Ramadan. You can say Eid Mubarak in advance.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me say to you, Eid Mubarak in advance.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, let me give you the weather report for the rest of the day. It's 86 degrees in Liberia, partly sunny, and feels like 94. Okay, the day is sunny today. You may not see rain. It's cloudy. Let me give you the weather. It's 10% chances of rain. 6 miles per hour wind coming from the northeast. Humidity is 69%. So it's sitting there. Humidity is up to 70. Let me give you tomorrow, Thursday. Tomorrow, Thursday, you got 40% chances of rain. 6 miles per hour rain. Humidity is went up 74% humidity. It's going to be humid whether in the daytime, in the nighttime. Let me give you Friday. Friday, we got 50% of rain, which we're going to be praying Friday, but don't worry about it. I don't think it's going to be rainy anyway. Sometimes it just give you this rain something, but it's going to be very, very hot on Friday. It's going to be 88 degree, almost 95. It's going to be the hottest day in the week. 88 degrees, that's not small percentage there. It's very, very high. So 88 degrees showing on the radar, but it's going to feel like 95. So be prepared for that hot sun. And they say chances of rain, 50%, but I don't think it will rain because we're going to hold our rain if we want to pray on Friday. But we expect to pray on Friday, even though we might pray tomorrow if we see the sun today. See the moon today. Humidity went up a little bit, it's 75%. So these are your 3-day forecast. Wednesday, let me repeat it. Wednesday, the rest of the day is going to be sunny, partly sunny. Very beautiful day for you today. And the chances of rain is only 10%, and humidity is 69 to 70. Wind is 7 miles per hour, so the wind is not really blowing. Thursday, tomorrow, 40% of rain, 6 miles per hour, 75% of humidity. So be careful tomorrow. Friday, which we expect to pray. It might be tomorrow or Friday, but the entire world we're expecting to pray on Friday. But we pray if we pray that if we pray tomorrow. So 50% chances of rain, 7 miles per hour wind, and 75% of humidity. So that's it. You keep it up. You say you hear from Radio Freedom FM 87.9, the most listened to radio station, from your weatherman, Suleiman Tunis, coming back to you directly from the Big Apple, New York City. Come back to you, my brother.
Thank you very much, Tunis, for running us through the weather report. And it's left with you now. You already heard the weather report for the days to come, up to Fridays. So just adjust yourself. Anything can happen. Don't, play deaf ears to the weather report. It's always good when you hear it, you guide yourself or you adjust yourself to the weather report. All right, but folks, we will shortly bring in our studio guests. We're going to be talking about, happenings, the National Port Authority with the retirees. We've been told that they do have some concern, and they've been, back and forth with management, and management, they cannot get any positive redress from management. So they decided to take it to the media. That's why the chairman have come to, let us know what is unfolding with the National Port Authority management headed by Sekou Dukle. So we shortly have him in our studio.
I'd like to ask for a leave because I have to be to work early today. And happy Eid Mubarak in advance to you guys in the studio and to the entire Liberia in Muslim and the world. Thank you so much again.
Thank you. I'm quite sure we will talk a lot about it the day on tomorrow, because you and I, we will, be together on tomorrow night. So
we don't pray tomorrow. If we pray tomorrow, you may not see me.
I know, right? I know. Yeah, I know.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, and do have a blessed day at work, Tunis.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right. So, as I think about this time, we can take our guests. You think it's all right? So,
prudent enough.
Somebody out there, please help us and lead our guests in studio. Okay. Thank you. All right, so folks, that is the program from the Print News, brought to you by Crime Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store, and Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. We're going to take word from our sponsor. Then when we come back, you're going to be hearing from our studio guests. So let's take word from our sponsor.
We want peace in Liberia.
Hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to serve the search of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death. And we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia. Peace in Monrovia. We want peace in
It's about musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand for the real authority. But it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see you must take it. And I mean you cheche. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and making peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Rabbi, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles. Tell me about it.
Exeter's Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exeter's Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exeter's Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide. So we start to talk. Come on, so going deep and deeper. Put in toto ichiki.
Thank you, our sponsors. Thanks to Exeter's Best Price Store. Thanks to Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. Thanks to our one and only Crime Stopper Liberia. Folks, we told you we have a special guest in our studio.
Right.
He's retired Major George N. Nangwe Senior, Chairman April 29, 2022 and May 12, 2023 retirees of the National Port Authority. Retired Major Nangwe Senior, good morning and welcome to our studio.
Good morning to you.
Get closer to the mic. Thank you. So it's good having you in our studio. So just drive us through. What are you here for?
All right. Thank you very much. Winner, I'm here to discuss family matter in a sense that we were with MP in National Port Authority for 25 unbroken years without any mistake, and we're honorably retired. But what belonged to us, the 5 year 3 months we didn't go to the hospital. And it is in the humble management responsible for the hospital. And for instance, they're the big boys when it's sick, they know anything. They go to South Africa, they go to America, India for treatment. But we never went to hospital. So when we retired, we put in the claim. And they told us, the legal team, the legal department of MPA, they said, we don't want to deal with somebody and all of the council. No, we need to send the person. As you see here, this is our claim that we put in. The 2022 retiree, each person is going to receive $9,600 United States dollars. 2023, $12,600 United States dollars. They saw it and said, no. What people do, those that in the group that will select our leadership. We set up our leadership. They said we should notarize it. These are the documents.
Okay.
We notarize it and give it to them. We started talking fine. The legal team, the head of the legal team there, Councillor Lopu, and the other men. Meaning they want to talk to you, go on get on your heart. I'll get you vexed.
So let me just ask you, under whose administration did you
the whole travel administration.
Okay.
We were step on. I think you should get election notice in the pool there. These are the things about fighting of which they deny me. Fine. Now we are out. Give what belong to us. And the whole thing that really making me very is Honorable Sekou Dukle. He said he is not contributing, MP is not contributing to the national budget because he is paying the benefit of retiree and the active workers. Fine. Why you can't pay our money? We almost at the conclusion. But at this time, they started touching us. Every day, they go local, they do that. And like somebody is not advising Mr. Dukle. That's what I'm surprised that Emmanuel Horty, who is the Deputy Managing Director for Operation, Horty been in Apple from his baby time. He know the rules that govern the port. Or maybe he advising the analysis to him. Yeah, but we talked before. Even the butcher is aware. So I'm calling on the House Committee on Public Operation. The government is listening. They should not empower the national government. We choose the path of peace. We're willing to negotiate. Negotiation is give and take. But what is doing that? If they give what it costs, we give them a worry.
So those of you that are in question, retirees from 2022 and 2023, how many of persons are you people? How many?
We are about
of you?
30-something person. The listeners.
30-some.
Yeah. 20 from 2023 and I think 11 from 2022. The other group, the care management to court. They went in the court and lied that this group never raised any issue in the court. So they went and returned the case in the court. They are discussing. So we probably won't go to court. Because I've been in the court before with management. Management smart and gifted in private court. So we don't want to go to court. And then on trained security personnel, because 90% of my group, we are also as security personnel. We know the negative effect of protests. Protest characterize the government to the international community. So we don't want to protest. They are pushing us against the war. So if they don't do that, we speak the English or the dialect they can speak.
So, Mr. Nambo, you say you scared you won't go to court because MPA management smart in bribing the courts.
Oh yes.
So right there means that the courts you don't trust the courts.
Well, I'm about to say criminal court. Why they? Just want me.
So, Mr. Nambe.
Yeah.
Retire. Let me use your title. Retire Major Nambe.
Yeah.
What is the way forward? Since you don't want to go to court, you don't want to protest, and you really need your benefit, what do you think is your next move?
Let not any negotiation come to conclusion. But failure, what we wanted to do, then we protest and we enter the port before we protest. We don't want to protest. But they tell us can't protest. Can't protest, that's what they want. Because that the only English, maybe.
Sekou Dukle is a very young man. And I mean, what are some of the conversation you've been having with the managing director and what has he been telling you people?
Oh, somebody confided in me. He said, Sekou is not a bad guy. If you people meeting face to face, your problem will solve. But they don't allow us to see you. He said on the legal committee. The legal department are the one that I negotiate on behalf of management. From there now, then they get people before management. Then you'll discuss. But they don't want to do it. Every day, they give you an excuse.
So how long has it been?
Since last year.
Okay, I heard you made mention of Cote C. you took them to go see and they won a case.
Yeah, during the election
against you.
period, our contestant, our president of the Dog Worker Union, had the backing of the entire workforce. But I was denied. My own lawyer ran away from me and joined the team because of money. I don't want to come in. So I don't want to win that issue. Yeah.
Your own lawyer run away from you because of money.
So our next testimony, we are part of management because we work 25 years. Every morning we are leading. So we are family, right?
Mhm.
And we know that's the only gateway we get. Any protest there, it will cause problem for government. State actors should not embarrass this government. They appoint you to opposition. The problem that you want to handle. Then because you get money, you will bribe, you do that. They want to depend on the police. And not everybody policeman will be or you go free. Now we're talking. We don't say we don't want to do that. You can't scare of old elderly woman with a big prey. No, we don't want to go that way. So I'm giving the ultimatum. When they more what they want we speak that English and a French we speaking.
But retired major, according to you,
Yeah,
the people told you that Sekou Dougle is not a bad man.
yeah.
Once you meet Sekou, all will be well. So why you can do all you can in your weak ways to make sure that you have a conversation with
I think
Dougle
this
before-
is one of the ways.
It's a
Yeah.
procedure to meet him.
Right.
So I hope he's listening or you get people that is the way to tell him. We want to see himself. That kakadeka and the tic-tac-toe that he draw on the body. I play tic-tac-toe in his house and we need to draw it with fire core on the ground. We know it. That quadratic equation that they put it on a bowl. We know how to work it. But we don't want to go that way. Freeport is the only gateway to the economy. We don't want to service it there. But if they give us a cause, we enter there and protest.
You will get flogged by the police.
Police can beat me and go free. And now all the children you can kill. We strike and kill, but now small jack can expose him. But we don't want that way. We are trained personnel. Don't begin over there having teaser on us. A teaser you scared anyway. We part on stage. So our arms are open for negotiation. If Sekou Dougle is listening to me, then he call all that conclude the document.
So you, how much you supposed to get from
I'm
the
supposed
port?
to get 12,600. My group each. The 2023.
The 2022 group.
The 2023.
12,000.
2023. 12,600.
Okay.
2022.
9,000.
9,600. Now the money, the legal team, the money too much. Then they say one thing. They say, okay, the handbook, we are in a handbook. What is what is the Yase using? When employee goes to the hospital, layman, if you spend more than $50, you pay. But $50 money may pay. So we charge $50 per person. Or 3 depending on myself. How we calculate it. But say you say the money is too much, we ready to discuss. That they went to how they call it archive to get how much each employee is supposed to get. They're gonna say that they want to meet up. When you go there, the legal man that used to be nice or talk to us, he's dodging. Lopu Godfrey, bossman. And I'm seeing this, they should stop pushing us against the wall.
So I want to come in a little bit. What is it? What is the law backing on this? That if you are retired, what's the time period that you're supposed to receive your money? How much are you supposed to receive? Is this money you're talking about accumulating while the year go on, or is it just a fixed amount that
That you're supposed
pay
to get? Yeah.
They accumulate a year that won't go to the hospital. You got to pay 30%, you pay 30%. The other percentage of pay, we don't go to that way we are claiming. With our retirement benefit, as the people take pay, we get it, we have no problem with that. That why we got one family.
So when you are retired, you are also you are staying entitled to go to the hospital.
40% of your salary until you die. That's
Okay.
what we are getting it.
Your salary
You are
and,
getting
and,
that.
and the hospital,
No, you're not entitled to get benefit. You're
or medical
70% of your
benefits,
salary.
only your salary,
Only your salary.
40% of it.
Yeah. That one we're getting it.
No
All
wonder why your lawmakers wanted to do the same.
But we go to the hospital, and in that process, some are afraid that curable diseases scare people. Then the other one, the lawyer said to us, the Major Maxwell A. Sampson was the secretary who started the process. Maxwell, the lawyer told me, that meant that you had no claim. I said, no. So, mean that if I die, I have it too. If I die, I will tell my deputy and the secretary that man died, so you have no claim here. I say, you can't wait. Please, they should start pushing her against the wall. We want peace. We are willing. Then I have the old man. The last time we wrote a boat chair, you know what he did? He listened to me. Fine, young man. Yeah, I think I want to look at that way. When I went to the party, when I went there for result, what he told me, go to Sekou to hear one reading report. So I told you that your statement is reckless, irresponsible. You are the chair of the board. Even if the employee had problem with management, you are the father, they will come to you. Then he tell me, say, I'm going to Sekou to play. Now I came to Prime FM that day. Please, we want peace. We are ready to negotiate. Negotiation is give and take. But the way they're doing it, when they give all the cost, we give them a worry. I repeat, they should stop that. And also the platform that I'm speaking now. Let me sound a caveat. Anybody or surrogate from the port I want to call, you are welcome. But if you go political, I'm not here as a politician. I'm speaking as a prophecy that work with the port. With the session.
Yes.
But if you go political, I will put on my warrior armor and perforate you and slaughter you right here politically. So that they be careful. I'll come from the office to talk. Because the PRO the last time, the PRO started saying, okay, so I said, yeah, you have to defend on this money that you're working for. They're making the fabulous salary, they divide the money, nobody get time for them. That's not an issue. Even the active record, they owe them. But that is our issue. They told us they cancel it. We can wait one. And they owe 3 months rice. Says by 25 kg. The 2023. They now owe the 2022 rice. But we don't want to owe him 3 months, 6 back.
So why if Sekou Douklé, like the way he hear you now talking and he say, when I give the people then 1 cent, what do you do?
That will speak the action that they want. We enter a protest. Polymer in that everybody will be a go free. You will not be everybody a go free.
But you know, on a serious note, that's your entitlement. You work 25 years, and
Right.
once you are retired, you get your benefits, and you know while you're there, you continue to get 40% from what you used to earn monthly.
Yeah.
So it's binding on the port to settle these people arrears.
And the man
So
he went on national radio. He is not contributing to national budget because he pay our benefit and active worker benefit.
not knowing he's not paying your benefits.
You're not paying anything. So I hope when you listen to me, then you call us. Because from here, I'll go to Freedom FM and give all the document there.
Freedom FM, you own already.
Spoon FM. End of this month, when the month ends, you need to do that with Ethel report. We were enter before in a building, it said the corporate building said before protest. We'll not be on the street. I hope people that they did that.
How are you going to enter the port? The
No.
port is
You just come in.
the port is barricaded.
I'm an employee of Pakupo Atoto Credit Union, education committee member. My member of person, we can enter there. Nobody can stop us. Nobody. If they fail to do that, the way they did the last time, they went deploy PSU all over the port. And that's why I enter. The port told me, employee told me when I enter the port. They were here looking.
You're speaking on the radio now. You could be blacklisted.
So please, we want peace.
The true man
We are ready to negotiate. They should stop that.
Sasta man.
They shouldn't put you against the wall. We don't want to protest. I know the negative effect of protest, so we don't want to protest. But they tell us you're going to protest. That the only English they can understand? No, we don't want it that way.
So since this rigmarole has been going on, you've never gotten the chance to sit and talk to the managing director.
No, they can't allow you to see the man. Some to go bring in the port there, you go there, they can't allow you. We are only see HR, legal, and Vachi is the HR executive director. She had been good to us. Vachi said, when the people finish with the document, they send to management, they will send it to before I add. And I'm original way up. And that the legal can do the legal thing. They can discuss, they blah blah blah, they get to management. Okay, they send it to HR. But that thing they want to, they start a fine, they need to talk to all good. We used to talk. But at this time, they play kaka. Then they stop that. Say good to if you are listening to me, please, we are waiting to discuss.
You think there's some foul place somewhere that
Yeah, somebody pray. You know, they got old guru there. The old hand that were in there, they didn't want a fasting. Emmanuel Horton settled in the pope for a 4 more time.
yeah,
When I came
you
back.
went there as a
So I
cadet.
expect him to advise Or maybe he is advising and they are listening. They're not going to buy.
So according to you, you guys are 30 some more in numbers. Why are you the only person, in this fight?
Okay, yeah, you can go through the thing here. This are I think we have 20.
Let me see that
2020,
for sure.
2023 with really.
Okay.
I'm there.
All right.
I'm there, George Namwe. And the total number there. Some of our friends are sick. You see? But when they know Haiti, people will carry them to South Africa, India. I mean, the Bible, we want to talk about, we want to educate them well, and the person leadership within the program relating to the union, they are competent, and I hope they will do their best to avoid the same thing that we're facing now, the problem that we are facing.
His picture.
Why must you circumvent the rule of the port? They got the fabulous salary after that. We certify what we are getting. But please, our medical benefit, give it to us. We are willing to discuss. We are willing to negotiate. But we not allow that kind of thing they own. When they give all the cost, we give them the worry. Me put it back here, maybe I go free. I get my girl. My girl will fight for me. I get gone.
So you got employed February 6, 1998 and retired February 6, 2023.
Yeah.
That's 25 years of service.
No suspension letter in my father, nothing. All of them free. But yeah, they.
So let me ask you, retire Major Namwe.
Yeah.
So what's the way forward now? Because you want your money to be paid. And according to you, you haven't, met with the managing director. So what do you think is the way forward? Don't you think it will be wise enough to meet the MD himself before you can, take further steps?
You cannot see him. The guy allow you.
Is he God that you cannot see?
That's it. But I believe because somebody close to him and other people, they say, that man is not a bad guy. When you see people to play, your problem will solve. But if somebody give him misleading information, or they are not telling him, they do their own thing. Because they arrive. They have arrived. They're making a box. Could you imagine the director making 4,500 and gross? They do not get the money.
So you guys are legitimate. So my own thing here is that what I want you to do, since you guys are pushing a legitimate fight, according to you, you've been going to the office of the managing director for months and you cannot see him.
Right.
What I want you to do is to list with your team, see how best you can locate his dwelling place, or maybe where he goes to pray, and maybe from there you can have a word with him and set up something then for you to, go the other way around.
No, I feel it's a good idea, but we cannot go to hell before they say, oh, look at the kid hijack the empty kid for the empty.
I know, right?
If you give on the chance to meeting in the point, you often will do that. No problem. Because the legal department is saying fine. But I don't know what really wrong at this time. They play that kind of game. But for us, we are trained now. If they give all the cost to protect, we protect. Because we don't get money to get them to court. Their own when they see trial before their money finish. We don't get $5.
I mean, you will protest, you will get flogged. So we're gonna protest, you will
You
protest.
flock us, God will flock you. You flock us, God will flock you. God. Capital G-O-D, God. All online, it will flock you. God. So we know.
Well, folks, in our studio is retired Major George Namwe Senior. He's the head for the 2022-2023 retirees of the National Port Authority, and he has come to explain, why up to now they haven't been given their benefits since they got retired. So let's open up the lines and hear from our people maybe some of the folks listening will have one or two advice to share with you. So, folks, he's here to answer all of your concerns. So, call us on the 0776 104 104, 086 500 104. Those are the numbers to call. The female line is also active, 0770 297 016. All right, so you can join the conversation. He's retired Major George Nambe, one time of the Liberia Seaport Police National Port Authority, who has served that's the management for 25 unbroken years, no suspension. You say you were never suspended before in your 25 years?
No.
Huh?
I'm never suspended.
You were never sent home one day for misbehaving on duty?
When I was in the port, I was controversial, so I used to be punctual. I used to go to work every day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why were you controversial?
Because they said they were fighting. It started when Vivian Cook, 5-year-old child died, Brom Kasky, I want money member. The way the president died. For that ordinary employee, you die like a chicken. Even to give your death benefit, nothing. So that what made me, I resigned, transfer from security to operation department, I call MAE, monitoring and evaluation, to contest for the presidency. Because when you are elected as president, you're equal.
You're equal to her.
On negotiation table, even there, you will seek the interest of the white folks. You, the mediator between management and the white folks. I fought for it, they fought me. It took 3 years before I get transferred. They did me. I managed, I came through. Time for election. Could you imagine? They went on my campus. We all come for the same African high school. So I said, but how I went at the police academy on the time? But you're a high school graduate. So that one I passed through now. So I don't want to say things that will make the active worker to come on. They owe the employee too. They owe them. Please, I don't want to go in a closet. As I said, I'm not going political. I'm not a politician. But if anybody call here, you go politics, I go quarter with you politically. I'm prepared.
Okay, so we can start to take calls. Let's take you as our first caller. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. This is I'm calling from Highway Out.
Go ahead, let's hear you.
Yeah, it's so disheartening to hear our people that serve our people and I don't know why that the doctor will see this kind of thing and it don't meet with the people, but it's still giving $25,000 for vaccination to that car. And if you even check the benefit of that my father is talking, because the more, I don't even think this is too much the more. If you even check the benefit, what you're supposed to get, why do people are so happiness in this country and you don't care for the people of this country? Thank you, my brother.
Thank you very much. We can now open up the lines. The lines are already open, so you want to join the conversation. Call us on 0776 104 104, 086 500 104, 0886 500 104. Call us and be live on the program from the Print News, because in our studio we have retired Major George, that's his full name, George N. Nambe Senior. He's the retirees of the National Port Authority chairman. Let's talk to this person. Hello? I'm fine. You have to move away from the radio. I don't want to cut you off. Please stay away from your monitor. You're still giving us feedback. Why don't you move away from your radio?
You gotta cut him off.
Thank you. We have to let you go. If you want to make your import, you have to stay away from the monitor. Don't be by your radio and call us. It gave us terrible feedback. So our lines are open. Those of you who want to call in and make your input on what our brother is saying about getting his just benefit from the port, you can call in and make your contribution. All right. So the numbers again are 0776 104 086 500 0770 297 016. Let's talk to you. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, welcome to the show. Let's hear you.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. Welcome to the show.
I'm in the field again with my chairman. I'm retired from Adapi Bankeo.
What's your name? You said retire what?
Lieutenant Colonel Adapi Bankeo.
No, BB ring then what a gay or Lieutenant Colonel. Go ahead. Let's hear your contribution.
Yeah, he's our representative. We say he's there. After the Bankeo is not doing well. He's driving his power. He's also receiving.
So are you also endorsing a protest?
Yeah, it is possible. But we need to negotiate with people. So let me negotiate so that we can
But according to your chairman, you people have negotiated and you guys have gotten no redress.
Yeah, we try to still think redress. We try to still think redress. We don't come and put the way out. We don't care about it for all citizens. That's our benefit. We need to receive it.
Okay, you say your name is Lieutenant Colonel
Isaiah P. Bankeo.
Okay, Lieutenant Colonel, thank you so much for your contribution. Okay, let's talk to this person. Hello?
Thank you. How are you, Mina?
I'm fine. Edmond Kai, welcome to the show.
Yeah, let me say hi to Esther and our brother in studio. You know, my brother's story is just far from over. It just goes that when somebody walk, he's not asking for something outside of the law. That's why your own law, our law, is saying that when you work, you should get benefit. You know, the benefit shouldn't just be for the higher up. You know, when you work for $5, when you leave the scene, you should be able to get a little to be able to take care of yourself. Okay? They have family. They got children that's supposed to be going to school. What do you do? How do you survive in this economy? You need a little that day not working anymore. They just want to give it to you. So, we are with them. We encourage them to keep pressing on, and if they cannot listen, you know, on Liberia scenario, you need to worry. If people cannot listen, you go with a peaceful protest with your program. Maybe at that time, the managing director will be able to come across the guy and see you people and address your problem. So, because nobody will get happy, actually some people can be going from the leader. You know, when you get to there, you're taking your 4,000, your 3,000. I'm just requesting for my name benefit I'm supposed to get. Why is it that you're supposed to stop it from seeing the minister or managing director proper? So if they cannot listen to you guys, yeah, you can carry your peaceful protest. Maybe Barata and the manager will be able to see you guys and be able to look at your problem peaceful. That's what we are saying. If necessary, under our constitution, we can do that.
Thank you.
Attention. Thank you.
Thank you, Edmund. Let's talk to this person. Hello? Hello? Okay, we lost that caller. You can call us back. But most of the faces here, I'm familiar with a lot of them. Most of the faces, I see Festus Robinson, I see Adolphus Marshall, I see Jerome Lama, I see Jennifer Coleman, I see Victoria and Kanaka. These are people I'm familiar with, all right, that I know. I see you and I see Boniface, Tabla. I mean, all you guys. Wow. Man, this country. So, folks, it's not easy, man. $9,000, $12,000. That's your money now. Serious money.
And we are ready to negotiate. We don't say, if you say, oh, this, that.
So why if the management come out and say, Mr. Namwe, we're supposed to give you $12,000, but we don't have that kind of money now. We can give you only $5,000.
That negotiation.
Okay.
That negotiation. We are still part of management because we're more ends. We are here
living from there. Your pension.
So we are still family.
Okay.
But Mr. No Order want to other kind of way. Yeah.
Now Mr. No Order creating the problem.
And they did the wablo. Go see the salary. The starting salary now on MPA 305. But go see people that they employ this day. Go see that salary.
You know, this should serve as a caveat because there are other people who are at the verge of being retired. So if people who didn't take their money, their retirement money from 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025, 2026, I don't know, but it tells us that there's more danger ahead.
Of course.
Because if these people who's crying now for their money, then what about the people then who's supposed to be retiring any time from now? Are they going to get their money? So maybe they're going to wait for the next 2 to 3 years. Because since 2022, 2023, we're talking about 2, 3, 4 years now. Yeah. And you can get your money. So you think, you know, I don't know, but I don't want to believe that Sekou Dokle is the problem. Do you think he's the problem?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because somebody close to him, they said that young man you see, he's not a bad guy. If you see Dokle today, your problem is solved. But these guys, they don't want to give a chance.
But I'm quite sure as the program is on now, there are people within the port that are listening.
I hope so. I hope so.
And maybe somebody have already called Sekou to say, Sekou, the men on Freeport, you've got to listen. So I hope after this, radio podcast, he can call you guys to, have a conversation.
We are willing.
I hope so.
We are willing.
Because it's serious.
And let me tell you, Winner, our target, this will not be the only radio station. Spoon will be the last. If we exhaust that, the patient of Job will be put aside. The strain of something will be applied. What we want. Again, I repeat, and not every citizen that policemen will beat illegally and go free. We have a mighty God that we're serving. It might take it a big joke, but it's a fact, I'm telling you.
Let's take a few comments and then we come back and just wrap up with our guests because we're running out of time.
Okay, let's have few. We have Henry Toll Jr. He says, good afternoon, Freedom FM and the weather report, man. Uncle Tunis, I'm watching from my residence in Caldwell. Thanks for the update. Roland W. Toll says, good morning, Freedom FM. My name is musician Roland T.W. Toll and I'm a public server of the Republic of Liberia. I'm following the show like this morning from my factory community, Japan Freeway District Tech Team, Monterey County. And I have Gay Caesar Divine Grace Bison Jr. He says, good morning. I'm following from Panosville, Kebar. Thanks for the recovery. Karim Kumar says, good morning, my Freedom FM family, and a happy pre-Ramadan to my brother Tunis in America and the rest of the crew. I'm following from my residence in Cinco. Gay again says, good, God, please save our country from this, from another calamity. We are already in this serious calamity called leadership. Father, have mercy on our country. We have Saliman Boima says, I'm running for president 2029 for Liberia. I will provide a special weather report in Liberia. And then Masa family says, good morning to my Freedom FM family. We have Mohammed Mariama J. Sharif says, good morning, Wendell and Esther, and the peace-loving people of Lofa County. I'm watching from Mamadi Dakite Intellectual Forum in Jacobtown, St. Francis community. The government of Liberia has announced a halt to all mining activities by BK Enterprise in Foya, Lofa County. However, the biggest question remains, who authorized the company and who owns it? That's a good question. But so far, these are all of the comments, Wendell.
Okay, so let's, Mr. Nambi, is there anything that we didn't ask you want to talk about before we part ways with you? Let's hear from you.
Okay, thank you. The other one I reserve it. They don't respond. Because if I go there, that means I enter in a closet. I leave that one. But I want to say, my party comment, Honorable Douglas, we are winning. Our arms are open for discussion. We know the negative effect of protest. We don't want to protest. Please, just start pushing on against the war. We have the capacity. We enter the board for protest, but we don't want to do that. The MPA is the only gateway of the country. Therefore, we're getting under the reform. And the 7 said it will counteract the country to international community. So we don't want to do that. We are prepared to negotiate. And those that are supporting it, 200 men in the town, one that were burying, the way they were beefing, your time will reach. So
you said what? What you said, General?
200 men were in the town. One died.
Yeah.
When they were beefing straight here, by in the Colorado here in the day. Say, if I died, I will do it. The time will come, they will pension them too. And I'm asking the Door Worker Union, Honorable Bala, my son, please, you're talking to the MD, then address our issue. And you people have to put your feet down to avoid what we are going through now. Your own time will come tomorrow. Thank you.
All right, folks, that was the retired Major George N. Nambwe. He's the current chairman of the 2022-2023 retirees of the National Port Authority. And he's been talking to us here about the delay from the National Port Authority management to settle the arrears. And he's calling on the management to please see reason to give them what they deserve because they work for it. They are not begging for it. They deserve what they are asking for. So the management should see reason to settle their arrears. So, folks, on that note, this is how we conclude this edition of the program from the Print News, the midweek presentation. We will be back here, God's willing, tomorrow, where we will have the time to allow you to set the talking points. So tomorrow is What's on Your Mind edition of the show from the Print News. We say a big thank you to our sponsor, Crime Stopper Liberia, Exodus Best Price Store on Girler Street in the Old Road Smart Road Junction, and our one and only Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. We say a big thank you to you, retired Major George N. Nambwe for honoring our invitation. My name is Wendell Nimna. Esther Daco was here, and this is how we say goodbye to you.